Hey, what's up, everybody? Scott X1307 here. Back again with another video. Yesterday was free comic book day, as everybody knows. And in the oh Lord, how long have they been doing this? 11 years or more. This is the first time that I actually didn't have to work on Saturday. So I took advantage of that. I got up early anyway and went to a local shop, and they opened at 9. I got there a little after 9. Had a little job to do after that, so I'm glad they opened early. They had a couple people on the road, you know, with free comic book day signs. They had a guy dressed as Spider-Man standing out there, and that was pretty cool. He's jumping around and waving a sign and everything. Everybody that was turning in that he saw, he acted like he was shooting a web at them and pulling them in the parking lot. It was kind of funny. You gotta have some guts to stand out there in a Spider-Man costume by the side of the road and jump around. Of course, they actually had a pretty large selection of free comic book day issues. They had a couple of guys there, local artists. The comic book store itself is called Galactic Quest. They're in Lawrenceville, Georgia. If you're ever in the area, I recommend you stop by there. They got a good selection of new titles and back issues. Prices on back issues are pretty decent. Not like going to the flea market or anything, but not too bad on some stuff. But they're really nice people. Got a huge gaming selection too. They had a couple of local artists there, and the store itself actually, the owner, I believe, he and a local artist publish a couple of books, self-publish, and they had the artist there, and they had another guy there, professional artist. Hasn't done a whole lot of comic book stuff, but he's done work in other fields. Worked for Cartoon Network on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, some of their video games and things like that. And that was pretty cool. They were signing stuff and selling prints, things like that. But this store here, it's a medium-sized store. It's pretty big for out where I live in the middle of Georgia, but most people would consider it about a mid-sized store, I think. But they did not have a limit on the free comic books. The only thing they had to sign up, they actually says, you know, take as many comics as you'd like. Just, please leave issues for other people. So I took that as, take one of each if you want. So I went. My girlfriend actually went on her way to work. She stopped by there. She picked up a few issues. She got there a little before I did, and we ended up having a couple of doubles between us. So there's a guy I worked with. He had to work yesterday, so he didn't get to go. So I gave him. Ended up being about 6 or 7 different books, maybe a little more than that. But I picked up a couple of things for him as well, and with the doubles, he ended up giving him a few good mini books, and there ended up being a couple of other doubles accidentally, and I'm giving those to someone else that had to work yesterday. So anyway, blah 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 blah. I'll stop talking. First, I want to show they had a card here. This is a convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. Heroes. It's in June. If you're in the area or close by, driving distance, I recommend you going. They're going to have a huge list of guests, a bunch of independent artists as well. Anybody from Arthur Adams, Cliff Chang, Frank Cho, Kelly Sue DeConnick, Scotty Young, Bernie Wrightson, Mark Wade. So they're gonna have some awesome guests. So, and that's June 20th, 22nd. Recommend you hitting this convention if you can. I'm planning on trying to go, so that'll be cool. Alright, on to the free books. Picked up, I thought this was really cool for them to put out a hardcover, but picked up the Mouse Guard. Picked up, my girlfriend picked up one, I picked up one, I ended up giving this to my friend at work. And this is pretty cool. She likes it because it's got Labyrinth Story in it, and that's one of her favorite movies. And yeah, it's actually really neat. She also picked up the Grimm Fairy Tales. This book from Oni Press called Courtney Crumrin. And of course these didn't come bagged or anything. I bagged them once it got here, just to make sure they didn't get messed up. She picked up this thing called Past the Last Mountain. It's got a pretty neat cover. And ipso facto. There's a lot of independent books, which was cool to see. Here's one I thought was neat. She picked up Buck Rogers. And this is like reprinting some older tales. It's really cool. And the Kaboom Summer Blast. It's Adventure Time and Garfield, Snoopy, regular show, Gumball. It's pretty cool. I grabbed Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, and this Rocket Raccoon. It's got a really cool Scotty Young cover. Thought that was cool for a free comic book day. This was neat. I haven't opened this yet. It looks like it's 3 or 4 issues. I think it's 4 different comics in here. It's from Red Giant Entertainment. This is Tesla. That was pretty cool. Also got Transformers vs. G.I. Joe from IDW. And V-Wars. And this V-Wars is cool. It's got a Kevin Eastman cover. I grabbed the Defend comics from the CBLDF. And this is it's printed by Scholastic. It's the dumbest idea ever. I haven't looked through that yet. I also picked up the Kaboom issue and the Bongo Free for All. Cool Simpson stories. And oh yeah, the back of the Bongo is Futurama, Amy and Leela. Amy and Leela, like old Betty and Veronica from Archie. This looks really weird. From Action Lab, Zombie Tramp. I looked through it. The art's kind of different. It's kind of neat. And this book called Skyward, and the story Galactic Quest. Later on in the day, they said the artist from this title was going to be there signing copies. I wasn't able to make it back there. That's also from Action Lab. And I believe they said the book they published is called Hero Cats, and another one called Galaxy Man. But I believe they said that Hero Cats had been picked up by Action Lab, so you may start seeing that if your store has a large independent selection. You may start seeing that. I saw this and I thought this was pretty cool. History is one of my favorite subjects, and this looked neat. It's Showa, A History of Japan. It's all black and white art, and the inside, some of it's got black and white photos mixed in, and it looks like it's telling a little bit of World War II from the Japanese point. It looks pretty neat. And this issue is called Magic Wind. It's like it's a Native American Western story. Looks pretty cool. It's a neat cover. I picked this up, this issue, All You Need Is Kill. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a manga series that is based actually on a Japanese novel. But it became a manga series, I believe, and it's what the new Tom Cruise movie, Edge of Tomorrow or something like that, is based on. They changed the name and a couple of things about the storyline from what I've heard. I picked this up, Fubar. It's like the title. It looks like it's got zombies. I like this cover. It's pretty neat looking. It's called Epic from Comics Tribe. It's Epic number 0. Some kind of monster and a guy fighting it. It kind of reminded me of Invincible. I don't know why. And I found this Hellboy 20th anniversary reader. It's got some cool stories in it. It's really cool to see this. A free issue of The Tick. It says all new stories. I think that's pretty cool there. It's like a Superman story. Bottled CD of Candor. And this is also pretty cool. I had to grab this when I saw it. Uber. I've heard some good stuff about it. I haven't picked up any other issues, but a free comic book day issue, heck yeah. Grabbed this, the Overstreet's comic book marketplace. Figured it ought to have some pretty good articles in it. And they have this print there with the free comics as well. It's a print of Inhuman from Marvel. It looks like a couple of design sketches and then the character. Looks pretty cool. Grab this Far From Wonder. Another independent title. Don't know anything about it, but it's a pretty cool cover. Looks like it's some kind of sci-fi story. And grabbed this because it reminded me of kind of a rip-off of the Batman, one of the Batman animated series. One of the, like when they went more CG. Don't know much about this either. Intrinsic. Might be neat. It's from Arcana. And then got the DC Future's End. This looks pretty neat. See, looks like you got Superman and Wonder Woman and other heroes there. Like they've been converted to cyborgs or something. There's Batman Beyond. I think that's with Brother Eye from the cartoon. And then these were cool. These were a little bit bigger than the others. They had a from Udon and Press and Capcom Street Fighter number 0. There's a pretty cool cover there with Akuma. Some nice art on the back. And it's full color inside. It's got a couple of different stories. Some different things. And then last, had to grab this. It's a free issue, 2000 AD. Looks like it'll be some good reprints of Dr. Dredd and things. Judge Dredd. Dr. Dredd. Okay, where's my brain at? But yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah, I picked up a lot of stuff, but like I said, they didn't have a limit. They didn't say anything. And it's not like I'm going to go and try to sell these on eBay or anything. I know seems to be a lot of people who try to do that. That's the one thing I didn't see is people, grabbing whole stacks of like one issue. kind of expected to see some people trying to grab dozens of the Rocket Raccoon and things like that, but I didn't. And there were a lot of kids out, which was good to see. And like I said, there are a couple of guys there, local artists. This one guy, his name is Andre Moore. He had like 4 different prints out. He had a Lieutenant Uhura from Star Trek, Princess Leia from Star Wars, and Supergirl and Michonne from Walking Dead. He was selling the prints for $10 a piece, or 2 for $15. They're pretty good sized prints, as you see. And he also had some sketches and things like that. And I went ahead and picked up a couple of things. I thought they were pretty cool. Of course, being a huge Walking Dead fan, I had to pick up the Michonne print that he had. And he signed everything, which is really cool. Put it in a nice poly bag. See all that. I thought he did a really good job. I think it's really cool. Gonna get this framed pretty soon, hopefully. And I saw this. I thought this was really cool. And it reminds me of kind of like a what should have been more like a 90s take on Supergirl. He's sporting a boombox, leather jacket, mini skirt, and she's got the Supergirl boots, but she's kicking the Nikes. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And he had some pretty neat sketches out. He was working on a Spider-Man. He was doing commission work while I was there, and it's pretty good stuff. And he was penciling and inking it, and he had other sketches that he had done previously, and he was selling those $5 a piece, and they were finished sketches, not colored, but good pencil work and good, I'd say good line work. I liked his art. Picked up a couple. He had this cool blue line Spider-Man. I thought this was really cool. And I believe this is green color pencil with some blue line work, and it's Nightcrawler, which I thought was really cool. Awesome character coming out of a Banff. Thought they were really good. So hopefully I get those framed up soon. And if you like his work, which I hope you do, he is on a couple of different sites, Facebook and Twitter, and myartweighsaton.com. And put that up if you can read that. And yeah, Andre Moore. So check his stuff out. And then we got finished a little bit of work, a little bit of side work, and went to another comic book store. It was at the end of the day, about 6 o'clock, and I was coming home. Decided to stop by there and see what they had. They had a little bit of stuff going on as well. They had some other local artists, and there's a couple of guys there published a book called Tiki Zombie, and I think Ferengi 102 will be familiar with that title. I believe these guys are going to be at the SC Comic Con that's being put on by his local shop, and these guys were pretty cool. The writer and the artist were there, and I went ahead and picked up the first 2 issues of their series, and some pretty cool wacky art, and they signed it, which was pretty cool. And issue number 2 actually has a photo cover, and it ends up being a woman that my girlfriend knows. This lady is she is a mermaid show performer, and did a photo cover with her. My girlfriend's met her several times, done a painting of her, and they signed this issue also. And the artist, his name's Peter Cutler. He had a couple of, well, about 3 or 4 actually, little sketchbooks that he put together, and I was flipping through those, and some pretty cool stuff. Let's see here. Inside cover. It's Wonder Woman. There's a Batman. Green Lantern. Flash. Other superheroes and villains, and then some other things. Ghost Rider. There's Zatanna pulling a Bullwinkle out of her hat. These were pretty cool. Pinhead. There's lots of good stuff in here, and he signed this as well. But he had these nice little color covers, and they're kind of square, and just color back. Some good headshots, and yeah, he had those for $5 a piece. So I picked up a couple. This other one, this was his newest one of this year. And on the inside cover, or first page actually, excuse me, this nice little head sketch, Hellboy. I signed it as well. And see some of the detail in his style that he can bring out. I thought this was pretty cool. And things like Lobo, Scarecrow. So, anyway, so that was my first ever free comic book day haul. Was glad to finally have the day off, be able to make it. Off from my regular job anyway. Everything else was, you know, kind of scheduled around my time, so that was cool. Allowed me to make it to a comic book store. Usually I get there a day or two afterwards, and it's slim pickings. And I thought it was really cool if they didn't have a limit on the number of issues. Like I said, I tried to maintain it to 1 per issue, except for a couple of doubles that I actually did pick up for another person. So that was very cool, and got to support some local artists, and that was very neat. And again, like I said, I'll leave a link to this one guy's Andre Moore. I'll leave the link to his Facebook page or something in the description below if you want to check out his stuff there. He says he does. He has prints and stuff he sells online, and he does commission work as well. So that's pretty cool. So all in all, it was a great day. Spent a little money, made a little money. Not bad. Hope everybody else had a good day. Been watching some of the videos so far, and looks like everybody's had a pretty good free comic book day if they didn't have to work. And for those who did, man, I know how it feels. I'm sorry. And hopefully you'll be able to make it out next year. Thanks everybody. Everybody take care. Appreciate watching, and likes and subs and everything. Like always, keep reading those books. Later.